Welcome back to Seabrook.
We started off as a perfectly planned community full of cheer.
Then zombies showed up.
And then werewolves.
So naturally, well, supernaturally, we've had some bumps along the way. But now we've learned to live together, united.
Seabrook is becoming a perfect place.
Well, almost. Monsters still have one big barrier to break through, like getting into college.
But if we win the championship football game tonight, we're going to have our first zombie recruited to college.
And the doors to higher ed will be open to all monsters.
And then we'll all be together.
And maybe in college, one special girl with white hair won't stand out.
And maybe she'll even find a place where she belongs.
So win tonight's football game and everything in Seabrook will be perfect.
So we can't let anything get in our way. Except for everything gets in the way, Val. Hey, Val.
Hey, Al.
Welcome to D-Commentaries.
Thank you. And welcome to you and welcome to our listeners. Today, we're talking about Zombies 3.
Wow,
guys,
Val, did that take you a long time or what?
You guys, it's like this isn't our 101st episode. I forgot how to do it. What happened? I did a factory reset or something.
That's so funny.
I might. Oh my goodness gracious. That was embarrassing.
But I'm the only one watching.
I know.
So
until you put it on our social media.
You read my mind. Oh, Val, how are you? Happy Feb.
Happy Feb. I'm good. Happy to not be sick, as you might have noticed in our last episode. We were both quite congested. Spent the better part of the last few weeks sick, both of us. So glad to be, at least for right now, clear. Getting ready for a trip to Disney World. So hoping to stay clear until after that.
Yeah, Val's going to Disney World and I'm getting a varicose vein procedure done. Happy February. Woo! I love being young. Woo! Feeling good.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. What a
exciting
time. Well,
we both
I'm
have exciting things coming.
We surely do. I'm excited to hear about your trip. Got some fun things planned.
Yeah. You know, my little one is a little bit older, gets more Disney things.
I can't believe she's in high school now. That's crazy.
She is. She's taking the ACTs next week. It's crazy.
Wow, that's wild. We're laughing because she just turned 2.
That's right. But she really is super into a number of different, Disney things, Disney properties. Yeah. So I think it'll be very fun for her.
I'm excited and it's going to be great.
Thank you. Me too. I'm excited for your varicose vein.
Thanks. I can't do anything for 2 weeks.
Oof. Okay.
I mean, I can. I just have to sit, wear compression socks. Can't work out. I'm a big worker outer. So
yeah. Well, you'll probably get a lot of reading in.
I do like a book. I like to book. So
I know. That's why I said that. You like to read.
All right, Val, what are we doing today? Give us the biz.
Well, as I mentioned, we are discussing Zombies 3 today. Whee! It came out July 15th, 2022.
Wow.
I know. And it was a decom. It says the whole thing on both ends. So it's definitely still an official decom. It was directed by Paul Hoen. Shocker. As a reminder, he has directed Luck of the Irish, True Confessions, You Wish, Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off, Read It and Weep, Jump In, Cheetah Girls One World, Dad Napped, Camp Rock 2, Let It Shine, How to Build a Better Boy, Cloud 9, Invisible Sister, and all of the Zombies movies.
Even 4?
Yep, even 4.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. It was written by the same writing team, David Light and Joseph Rosso, as the first 2 and also of the 4th. They also wrote Sneakerella, which is a I think it's like a Disney Plus original. It's not technically a DCOM. I kind of vaguely remember it coming out like right when Disney Plus first launched.
Okay.
So that's the teams. The cast is as follows. It's a very big cast, so I'm going to try to get through it quickly since we've met a lot of these people before. Milo Manheim reprised his role as Zed. He is known for the Zombies franchise, also for Prom Pact and School Spirits, and for Al's Fantasies.
And he's the new Flynn Rider.
He is the new Flynn Rider. Congrats, Milo. Meg Donnelly reprised her role as Addison. She's also known for the Zombies franchise, as well as Team Toon, American Housewife, The Winchesters, High School Musical, the series, and many music videos.
And she's currently on Broadway in Moulin Rouge.
Nice. Trevor Torgman reprised his role as Bucky, again known for the Zombies franchise, as well as Lost and Found Music Studios, The Next Step, and Bunked. Kylie Russell reprised her role as Eliza. She is pretty much mostly known for the Zombies franchise. Fun fact about her while we're talking about her, she is only in this movie sitting behind a desk, and that is because she was pregnant when this movie was being filmed.
Thank you. I was so confused why she was separated, and that makes me feel so much better. I was like, was she like shooting something else because she only had like 2 days of available, and so they were like, you're gonna sit behind a desk, and we just went in there. Pregnancy didn't cross my mind because in my head she's like kids. 15.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
Wow. Congratulations to her. That's so exciting.
Yeah. Carla Jeffrey reprised her role as Bree, who is Addison's best friend. She's also mostly known for the Zombies franchise. Chandler Kinney reprised her role as Willa, one of the werewolves. She's known for the Zombies, 2 and 3 and on. She's also in Lethal Weapon. I believe that was like a reprised series. And then Pretty Little Liars, Original Sin.
And she was on Dancing with the Stars.
Okay. A lot of these.
And almost won.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, she was really good.
Pierce Joza reprised his role as Wyatt. He's known mostly for Zombies as well as Mech X4. Ariel Martin reprised her role as Winter, the other werewolf, and she's mostly known for Zombies stuff. Terry Hu, one of the new members of the cast, played Aspen. They also voice a character, I assume Aspen, in the Zombies Reanimated series. And they were also in something called The Girls on the Bus. Matt Cornett played Alan, one of the new characters as well. He is in High School Musical, the series.
Yeah.
And he has beautiful blue eyes. Kira Tantau, apologies if it's Kyra, played Allie, the third alien. She's also in Goosebumps. Kingston Foster reprised her role as Zoe, Zed's younger sister. She's known for the Zombies movies as well as Prom Pact as well. James Godfrey reprised his role as Bonzo, my favorite silly boy. He was also in The Swap, and he's in all the Zombies stuff. RuPaul played the voice of the mothership.
Absolutely insane. I was typing notes and then start all caps. RuPaul? Talk about someone too famous for a TV movie.
I could not believe that RuPaul was a voice in this movie.
It makes so much sense, though.
It does. It makes sense, but it's also like the most insane thing. It's just bonkers. So anyway, RuPaul voices so we don't see RuPaul. It's only voice. But yeah, RuPaul does the voice of the spaceship. If you live under a rock with no internet, RuPaul is known for the many iterations of RuPaul's Drag Race. They were also in some other stuff like AJ and the Queen, lots of like sort of cameo type stuff.
Yeah.
But the primary thing is that there's like 8-9 different versions of RuPaul's Drag Race at this point.
There's a ton.
There's a lot. There's a lot of them. Amelia McCarthy reprised her role as Lacey. She's also in Hemlock Grove, Zapped, Max and Shred, and SkyMed.
Cool.
I don't think she's in Zombies 4.
Okay.
So kind of start to see an idea of who's is and isn't moving on from this movie. Noah Zulfikar played JC, one of the other ACs. He's in Zombies 2 and 3 and The Next Step. Jasmine Renee Thomas rounded out that group as Stacy. She's mostly known for the Zombies movies. Naomi Sneakus reprised her role as Principal Lee. She's been in lots of stuff. She's a character actor, but some notables are Winging It, The Casting Room, Playdate, The Swap, Firecracker Department, Mr. D, Ollie's Pack, and Zombies 1 through 3.
Wow.
Yeah. Paul Hopkins reprised his role as Dale, Addison's dad. He was also in Vampire High. Marie Ward reprised her role as Missy, Addison's mom. Aside from being in Zombies 1 through 3, she was in an episode of Murdoch Mysteries.
Wow.
Sheila McCarthy played Grandma Angie. She is a very prolific character and voice actor. Some notables: The Busy World of Richard Scarry.
Wow.
Full Court a Miracle. Cowbells.
Wow.
I know. Little Mosque on the Prairie, The Umbrella Academy, and more recently, The Copenhagen Test. So she's still working.
I watched Umbrella Academy. I feel like I remember hearing her voice. Seeing her face.
Yeah. She's a cool lady. Jonathan Langdon reprised his role as Coach. Aside from the Zombies movies, he is also in something called Run the Burbs.
He's so funny.
Yes. And finally, Tony Napo played Zevin, who is Zed's dad. He is in Zombies 1 through 3, Strays, Murdoch Mysteries, Ginny and Georgia, and something I love to say, which is forget about it. Okay, that's the cast. The synopsis is as follows. Zed anticipates an athletic scholarship while Addison gears up for Seabrook's first international cheer-off. Then suddenly, extraterrestrial beings arrive in Seabrook, provoking something other than friendly competition.
Sure.
It's not terrible. Yeah. Pretty good.
That's pretty good.
The only fun fact was the one I already said, which was that Kylie Russell was pregnant during filming.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. Wild. Well, Al, I'd love to know what your first impressions were of Zombies 3.
Well, Val, thank you so much for asking. I am honored to be here today for Zombies 3. I'm stalling. I'm looking something up. I wanted to see if I wrote down my past rankings for Zombies, and I did not write them on my sheet, so I don't know them. All right, Val, this is me going in horse blinders on because I don't remember what I said for the other two. I loved this movie. I loved it. I think it's the best one. I think it's the best one of the three. I think that it's so silly. And I just I loved how dumb it was. I really did. I thought everyone was just it was like DCOM on steroids. And I loved it. And I knew you weren't going to like it when you made a comment off camera. And I was like, oh, I can't wait to hear what she says when I say it. I like it so much. My biggest qualm with it, and you guys will hear when you hear the synopsis, is it's kind of like Halloween Town, where it's the same story, it's just the same plot in a different font. Yeah, I mean, overall, I liked it. I thought that it was really playful. It was really fun. I would watch it many a moon more time. So I'm going to give this one 7.5.
Wow.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was silly. And I say 7.5 where I could have ranked the other ones higher. But as we know, I don't remember any of these plots after I watch it. It's like... I'm Dory. I am the Dory of D-commentaries. I don't remember what I did. So who knows what I said for Zombies and Zombies 2.
Yeah,
I need everyone to know I have a chart. I just sometimes forget to update it, and I have to like go back and listen to our episodes and figure out what I said. I don't write it down. That's too much. All right, Valerie Allery Agnew.
Mm-hmm.
What are your first impressions?
Thank you. Yeah, I was annoyed right out of the gate. I felt like this was so clunkily written. I was so annoyed because, like, as you know, we read that long cold open, right? Which is the narration.
Yeah.
The animation, which is like gets you up to speed. Great. Thank you very much. And then they literally repeat every single thing that they just said, like verbatim almost, like immediately after that. And then they just keep saying, like, I need to get a scholarship to Mountain College so that we can stay together, like over and over and over. It's just unbelievable. And like, we talked about this actually with the context of Halloween Town, how like the mom never like changes, like no one changes in these movies, like not one person makes any kind of meaningful progress. And when you think that they just haven't.
Yeah.
And so I'm very interested to see why they made a fourth one, because finally at the end of this movie, there is a little bit of a sense of like closure and growth. And like, I kind of wish that they had just left it like at this one. I will say it started to get better over time. The first song, I hated it so much. Like the writing in the song was terrible. I was just, oh my God. And like,
meanwhile, I'm like, this is my favorite music out of all of the three. Like, I
liked some of the songs, but the first one, I absolutely hated it. I also just don't like how much they rely on like talk singing. Like white people rapping to like just like to get exposition out, like just either sing it or say it. Like we don't need this middle ground. So that irritated me as well. And the other thing that drove me nuts in this movie, and like I've said something to this effect before, I am willing to suspend belief. I'm willing to like enter a world and like, believe that we exist in this world where there are aliens and werewolves and zombies and all this stuff. That's not the part. But then there's like things that literally do not make any sense. Like I'm sure I wrote some of them down, but like
I think I wrote one down.
There were so many times where I was just like, what? Like this doesn't make any sense at all. Like at all. And so like those kinds of things were distracting and would pull me out, every time I'd start to kind of feel, okay, maybe I'm settling in, then something would happen and I'd just be like, what the heck? I mean, even something like this is maybe nitpicking. This is like kind of nitpicky, but like, okay, so the aliens just like show up and speak English and look like people.
I think
right?
maybe
like,
that's one of the ones I wrote.
And like you can explain that away, but they don't. Yeah. They just show up and look like people and speak English. Like they could have been like, we're hyper intelligent. We downloaded your language, and like we've presented ourselves in a human form to like lesser scare you or whatever. You know what I mean? Like there's a way to explain those things and still like have it be that way. But the fact that they just don't and no one says anything is like crazy. And also like the sort of like general, especially at this point, like a third movie in this trilogy, the sort of generally accepted like racism that exists in these movies, like the fact that zombies still aren't allowed to apply to college, like what are you talking about? And everyone just sort of accepts that. Like there's no like, like this isn't fair. There's no like marching. I mean, like they march to support Zed, but like, you know what I mean? Like there's no like actual like righteous anger for something that is very like correct to be angry about. So there's just like those kind of things, which I understand I'm kind of nitpicking, but like I'm already suspending belief for so much in this that it's like taking extra energy to have to like ignore all of these little things that just like keep happening.
Yeah. Maybe that's why I'm so tired today, because I used a lot of energy to ignore all of that stuff.
Maybe. Oh, here's one that I wrote down. So there's a whole song where the aliens are hiding from from everybody because they upset Mothership, and Mothership wouldn't be the backup. Just so funny. But it turns out that they can make themselves invisible, which we learn like a partway through the song. And I'm thinking to myself, why wouldn't they just make themselves invisible and just like go hide in a bush? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are they like running away and like doing all of these silly things? And like similarly or conversely, like the werewolves are the ones that are looking for them, and like they're werewolves. They can't smell them or sense them. You know what I mean? Like it just makes no sense. So there's just stuff like that throughout the whole movie that just drove me absolutely bonkers. Now there were things I liked. I continue to really like the principal, Naomi Sneakis' character, and I really like the coach. Like his bit is simple and he nails it. And then they brought in his mom.
Yep.
I live in his basement now.
It's
like,
so
that's
good.
great. Like that's perfect, right? He's just this little character and very fun. So like I didn't hate everything, and it grew on me. Like I liked the ending. I liked the resolution. But it was just, there was a lot at the beginning that was really bothering me. Okay. That was a lot. Sorry. Al.
Yeah.
Did you have any favorite or non-favorite quotes?
Thank you for asking about both, because I'm going to tell you about both. I didn't actually have a lot of things I didn't like. There were a lot of things I did like. There were more lines I liked and I just didn't write them down because it was either too long or I was also like writing a note and just like didn't want to pause and go back. Okay, hold on. I get this line wrong. Maybe you have it. But when the coach is talking about, he's like, Zed, you changed my life. I no longer go to the mall in pajama pants.
That's what it is. That's the line.
I loved it. It was before the like mom line.
Yeah.
And then Naomi says, it's not my first time dealing with spacey teens, because the aliens and then spacey teenagers was so funny. Take this moment to learn from our advanced intelligence. And then they can't push or pull open the push door, or push the door open. They're talking about the one alien who's like good at everything. And he goes, he has 6-pack abs. I can get 8, coach. Just give me time. Bonzo's girlfriend. What's her name? Gabby? Bree?
I think it's Bree.
Bonzo, you got your license. Show off. I will say a couple things. Meg and Milo co-produced this one, which I thought was cool.
Oh, cool.
Mater from the Cars movies drove by, and I will die on that hill.
What?
Yes, I rewound it. I was like, that looks like Mater. Rewound it.
Wait, it was the car or the guy?
It's not Larry, the cable guy.
Okay.
Mater,
I saw it.
The human version of Mater drove by.
Yes,
like full clunker.
And this was actually another thing that I didn't understand. They've now been integrated for how long? And they're still like living in the slums and have cars that are 50 years old.
Yeah, we're getting there, Val. It's only like 2 years after the war.
Uh-huh.
I really liked when the shrimp mascot played the trumpet. I like that. And then I liked Bucky's graduation fedora. Instead of a graduation cap, he had a fedora. I will say as well, my least favorite parts of all of the other movies were how bad Meg's wigs were. And her wig this time, which maybe would have been her real hair. Either it was her real hair and it looks incredible, or it was a wig and it looks incredible. But they got their shit together for this one for her hair. So I was happy about that.
I'm assuming you mean the white one,
The
right?
white one,
the blue
yes.
one. Okay.
There is a blue one that comes into play, which also didn't look horrible. So they did wig better. Yeah, not much I didn't like. Not enough, nothing that I didn't like enough to write down. Oh, wait, I have one more thing, and maybe I'll mention this in the synopsis later, but I like that Bonzo didn't learn English and everyone just knows what he's saying.
Yes.
I really
love that
like
too.
that it's not weird. He doesn't know English. He just knows zombie, and they know what he's saying and he knows what they're saying and they can communicate. And I really do enjoy that.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Yeah. Val, favorite quotes or moments and least favorite quotes and moments.
I wrote down exactly one quote.
Okay.
And there's a moment or there's a period in this movie where, for whatever reason, every time Zed, I'm not going to reveal why, but every time Zed and Addison touch each other, they like shock each other really badly. And it's like they can't touch each other basically. And they at one point like do that. And then they go, let's figure that out later. Just like run separate ways. And I just thought that was so funny. I think Zed says it.
Yeah.
He's like, let's figure that out later. And they just run off.
Yeah.
It just made me laugh that they were like, yeah, I love you. Let's
yeah.
we have stuff to figure out right now. So that was funny. And
I also liked in the dance number at the end, he pulls Addison close and he goes, hey baby. Ah! God! Murder me!
I did like, there was one number, it was in Ain't No Doubt About It, where they did a little tiny ballroom dance, which I thought was cute.
Which
might,
if it was, this was 2022, let me see what year he was on Dancing with the Stars.
I assumed it was related.
It was 2018.
Oh, wow.
So he was on it, and then there was a pandemic, and then they made this the third one.
Yeah.
Wow.
2022.
It's so good. He was so good. So rewatch his stuff.
Yeah. I mean, his dancing in this movie is great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was like a cute little, wink to that. Another thing that I thought might be a wink or like a little reference was, he says her full name at one point, Addison Rosalind Wells. And I thought maybe that was a Roswell
absolutely
reference, which will make more sense, as we spoil the movie. Yeah, I talked about stuff I was bothered by, but cool. There's another Naomi moment where she and the dad like go to shake hands and he goes for a fist bump and she goes for like a handshake and she goes it's just like so perfect.
She's great.
Yeah, she's great. Okay, well, we did it.
Yay. And now I have zip zap zopped my top off. And now I'm invisible.
Yep. The mothership has
beamed up my top. Welcome to Spoiler City, where we spoil the city. And I got a lot of notes this time, you guys. I don't know if it's going to be a short one. This could be a long one. Now's your time to skip. Okay. If you're me in the future, this is you skipping because you always skip this part because you don't like listening to yourself talk for this long. Okay. Intro. We get our intro cold open that you heard. We're living in harmony. Zombies are about to get into college, but it's dependent on Zed getting into college because he's going to be the first one to ever get into human college. So once he does it, he will break all the barriers for monsters in general, not just zombies. He will be the first zombie to go to college, but he is trying to break the barrier for all monsters. She's going to college, Mountain College. They say it a lot. And so she wants him to get into, and we see that the zombie BFF, whose name I don't remember, Zebby, what's her name?
Eliza.
Eliza? Does it start with a Z? Weird.
Mm-hmm. It's Eliza.
Eliza is in the Z lab because she got a job with the robots. AKA she's pregnant and she can't be in any of these dancing scenes. So it is the day of the big game, championship game. It's tonight. So we get a song at the practice. The cheerleaders are practicing. The footballers are practicing. But then there's something going on in the sky. And so it's acting weird with the werewolves' moonstones that they're all wearing. If you remember from number 2, the moonstone's very important. That's kind of how they control like literally everything. And something's going on, but we do in like 2 minutes get told that ever since the moonstone had been uncovered and found and saved, there have been asteroids in the sky. So people are not at this point freaking out about what's going on in the sky. It's just become normal since the moonstone was dislodged. So they have this a pep rally before they leave. Like everyone is watching them get on the bus to go to the game. Bucky's back. He didn't really go anywhere. He was just like not on the team anymore. And so he's still like trying to be on the team, but I'm not going to mention him too much.
Yeah. I didn't understand how he was still in high school because wasn't he older than Addison?
Yeah. So I didn't understand either. But then we find out there's a girl wolf on the football team, which is cool. That was fun. And then the recruiter from Mountain College shows up. And so he's going to watch them get on the bus and watch them go on the bus with them because that makes sense. And then, whoa, the sky is really doing something. It's like really doing something. But that's normal. Just kidding. It's not. Whoa, there's a spaceship. It's a UF. Whoa. We get a song. The song, the aliens beam down. They're human beings. They speak English. Val is pissed. And they get a song. Oh, wait, no, not yet. They actually don't show up yet. So that comes back in a second. There's a song and they sing that together. They're together. So Addison and Sed are singing this song of like, at least we're together. I don't know how it goes. But I know that I liked it.
It also kind of like makes it seem like maybe they don't want to be together. It was a little bit confusing.
I think it was just foreshadowing.
Okay.
I think it was really just foreshadowing.
It was a good song.
Yeah.
But it definitely like made me a little bit like, are they wanting to go in different directions? I wasn't sure.
So then the aliens show up and we get High School Musical, the musical, the series. Matt Cornett, huge fan. Loved seeing him. I screamed. And they can read each other's minds and they're trying to complete a mission because they're crash landed here on Earth and they are trying to read this file. So if you've seen WALL-E, where like the computer has the videos from past people being like, this is how you save the ship. But then the robots are like, you can't see that. So this is that, except for there's no robots that says you can't see that. It's just because they crashed. They can't see it. So they can only see half the video that says like, this is how you save yourself. So they found Utopia. Okay, Earth.
The scout found Utopia. Yeah. Some scout came before.
Sure. Earth is Utopia. Sure.
Well, no, that's not Utopia. They think it's. Yeah.
I know.
Okay, sorry.
So they're trying to find the most precious thing in Seabrook. Val, at this point, what do you think the most precious thing in Seabrook is?
I honestly didn't.
It's the moonstone. You think it's the moonstone because it's doing everything in this town. So of course they're looking for the moonstone. It's aliens, moon, aliens, moons. So the file breaks down and then they break down and they're like, take us. Their flyer tumbleweeds by and they pick up this flyer and it says, there's a international cheer competition happening. So they say, take us to your leader, your cheer leader. And that gives us pause. National cheer off. So then this is happening and they're like, wait, but like we want to do this. So then they get arrested by the mayor. The mayor says, arrest them. But because they're aliens, they can like space through the wall and like destroy things with their minds. And so they're like, wait, how did you get out of the handcuffs? And he's like, do you want your plastic back? And they were like, hardy, hard. No. But they are a very harmonious people. They just want everyone to get along. And I don't know if we find this out later, but I'm just going to say it right now. Their planet like died because they are a harmonious people. So when their planet was dying, no one wanted to speak up to cause conflict. So they don't like conflict and they don't have a lot of like feelings. So now that they're by Earthlings and they are using their mind probes to pick up their feelings and stuff. They're like getting feelings for the first time. They're like, oh, I feel anger for the first time, or I feel what love feels like, or like I can know what having a crush feels like, things like that. So just keep that in mind throughout this. I might say that again. I just wanted to say it so I didn't forget. So then we get an interrogation of all of the people, and we find out, you guys, because the big game didn't happen, the recruiter was there when all of this was going down. He got super scared. He was spooked. He quit Mountain College. But there's one loophole. The loophole is Zed can get in on a good merit scholarship if he is exceptional. It is a scholarship for exceptional people. So he has to be exceptional in all facets of life. And so the mayor says, you know what? You guys can stay, be aliens until the competition. But then after the competition, you got to go home. And so then they start talking to their mothership, RuPaul. Miss Rue? Paul? I might have peed a little when that happened. So then Addison really likes the aliens, and she's doing what she did in the first two movies, which is we should welcome them in because we are not shitty people.
And because it is also because she never feels especially welcome. So she's always trying to kind of find her people and like welcome, she wants to be welcoming because she also is looking.
And she knows what it feels like to be on the outside and not have her like group. We had a song, and I will say, everyone, I didn't write down any of these titles of the songs. I just wrote song in all caps. So it's about being together and they're not worried about it. So here's another foreshadowing song. Cute little like montage throughout school. Everyone's kind of like getting acclimated and they're like, we're going to be together forever. But then at the end of the song, the wolves are like, you can't be here, which begs the question, this was you an hour and a half ago in the first movie. How are you not more welcoming?
I think that we have to. So each of these groups is obviously like a metaphor for a group.
Of course.
Right. So the werewolves are as they were in Twilight, the Native Americans. Right. And so, or like indigenous people to this land, whatever land it is. And so I think that you have to see it from their perspective, which is like, oh no, more invaders who are going to like take our stuff and kill us off. Yeah. Right. So I think that's kind of the perspective that they're looking at it from, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Thank you, Val. So the wolves stop them. They're like, okay. And then they get out their mind probes, which they call cameras at first, but they don't realize that they're like stealing all of their memories. So then I wrote, because we cut to the girl zombie, Eliza, and she is separate, and I was so confused. So I'm really glad that was validated. And then I wrote, I like that Bonzo still speaking zombie. And they're doing some like, okay, you're exceptional. Well, you're ranked third in the class. And as it's very Ferris Bueller, where as we're watching the TV, the numbers are changing. And so he goes from 3rd to 18th because all of the aliens are so smart that he's now ranked, they're all ranked higher than him. And Alan, our High School Musical series, Matt Cornett, he is Alan. And Alan is the best with the abs and the sports and the scholarship. So he's taken over all of those positions from Zed. And this is where we find out their home planet was destroyed. And they've been scanning brains to find the most important thing in Seabrook. And someone kind of accidentally mentions the moonstone. And they're like, wait, why is this moonstone continuously thought of in everyone's thoughts? And it's because it's a very precious thing in Seabrook. So he's like, okay, well, we will make your application good with alien help, like if you can help us out type of thing. And he's got there. He took the alien help and he just has to get through the in-person interview. So he's got one step left and he's going to go to Mountain College. And a girl who was removed due to pregnancy and her crush She was removed. And her crush, they have a crush on each other throughout the whole time, but they don't tell each other. It's very Cameron Boyce and who does Cameron Boyce have a crush on in Descendants 3?
The daughter of
yes,
fairy godmother.
the daughter of fairy godmother.
What's her name? Jane.
Jane. I would have never gone there. Okay. So that happens throughout this movie. I think I keep mentioning it. It really has no significance other than a side plot. Okay. So then we find out that Aspen, another of the aliens, has a crush on Zed. Whoa, that's crazy. And Addison's like, you can't have a crush on my boyfriend. And Aspen's like, yeah, we can. That's fine. Because they're like learning how to be people at the same time.
I did like this whole
yes,
bit, like them liking Zed, and then like everything that followed.
Yes,
with that.
It was super cute. And then we cut to the aliens practice cheer performance for the International Space Station. And the human and zombie people are really nervous. And they're really nervous and they have to do something. But the aliens are starting to have feelings. So we have the ones that are like, let's be nice. And then the one, it's Allie, who's very angry, keeps having like, destroy the human. So they have to get rid of the force field protecting the Moonstone in order to get to the Moonstone. And they do that. They get rid of the force field using their alien stuff. And the heart of Tafiti of wolves is not the answer, okay? So, Val, your thoughts in the beginning of It's the Moonstone was wrong. Your instinct was wrong, Val. You said it out loud. And then I wrote, once again, why are children in charge of guarding this? Why are children the aliens that came down? Why are children the one guarding the Moonstone?
I mean, why is Zed the one who's tasked with like changing the world for every single
one small step for zombies? And we get another song, and it's like a "We're gonna find you" song because the aliens are trying to not get eaten by the werewolves because the werewolves are mad about the force field. So then the mothership beams them up because they finally asked politely, and she was like, "All you had to do was say please." And but then, whoa, Val, what's happening? Addison gets beamed up too. That was crazy. She got beamed up. They said, beam us up, mama. And Mama Roo beamed him up. But then, wait, spooky, Zed is here? Huh. That's crazy. Zed's there too. And we find out that Zed was just getting some tutoring help for the exceptional scholarship. And it was kind of funny. She punched him. I liked that. That was funny because she was spooked.
Well, that was a callback. She has punched him in every single movie.
I like that. And I definitely remember that happening in Zombies 1 and 2. So then Meg is like, I wrote down Meg because I couldn't remember her name was Addison. So it'll switch back to Addison at a certain point. Or if I forget. So Addison tells Zed that Aspen has a crush. And he said, I do have universal appeal. And then he winks. And that was so funny because it's the universe is universal appeal. It was so fun. I love this man. And I thought this was going to be a bigger plot point of Allie turning into a bad alien, but she doesn't really. They need help from Zed and Addison. And then Aspen breaks up with Zed, which is like, hey, we're dating. And he's like, what? No. And it's like, it's okay. I'm breaking up with you. And he's like, what are you talking? It's like, it's okay. You'll get over me. It was such a good bit. It was such a good bit. They fixed the alien probe file that is having the information of why they are crash landing on Earth. And we discovered that cheerleading was really important to the person who got us here. Their scout. And this person created the Seabrook Cup. To create unity in the cheerleading town. And she crash landed there, was taken care of by Eli. And then they fell in love. And they had a daughter named Amishanta. But she went by Missy for short. And Addison's like, what the heck? That's my mom. What the heck? That's my mom. And so we find out that her grandma was the scout on Earth and part alien. That's why Meg is special with her white hair, because her grandma's had white hair. And that's why she was beamed up.
And she explains that her hair went white because her powers kind of faded over time. So like her hair was blue because all the aliens have blue hair. And then her hair went white because her powers were like dormant or whatever.
Thank you, Val. I didn't hear that, so I would not have mentioned it. But what I did hear was that she doesn't have her spark. She doesn't have her spark, so she's not being a good alien. She's not being able to be an alien.
This conversation was like really like a rough conversation in the middle of a movie like this.
Yeah.
Like
hey, you're not good enough.
You're not like if you continue this sort of like allegory of like this is all about like race and whatever, and like she is mixed race, but she's not like either of the races that she is enough. Like what a wild thing to be like just saying to someone. Yeah, like it was crazy. And like I'm pretty sure that is what they were like getting at. And like, you know, I'm not mixed race, but I am like of mixed cultures or mixed heritage or whatever. And like I do feel like that sometimes. So I related to it, but it was just like such a kind of direct.
Yeah.
And like I guess that's sort of the value of having like these aliens who don't really like beat around the bush. They just like said
they're very blunt
out loud. Yeah. So that was like I thought that was kind of interesting, but it was like very like rough.
Yeah.
You know.
And I wrote down her name is Addison. This is where they said her name out loud, so I remembered what it was. And then they also thank you, Val. And they figure out that because she created the Seabrook cup, that's got to be the most precious thing in the town that they need to find that's going to hold the map to get back home. So they get beamed back down. They talk about being alone. Zed feels alone. She feels alone. Everyone feels alone. Blah, blah, blah. And then she doesn't tell her mom, which I wrote, that would be the first thing I do. Be like, Mom, you're never going to guess this shit. Grandma was an alien. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, Mom, Bobcha's been an alien this whole time.
I think she wanted her mom to tell her. Like, she was trying to figure out if her mom knew.
Yeah.
That was the impression I got.
Yeah. So they have a song, and Zed is nervous about being perfect because he just wants to go to mountain college and he just wants to be perfect. And I think he is, but not everyone else does. So my opinion doesn't really matter. But then we cut to the interview, the final interview. So during this interview, though, he's having some sort of reaction, and we don't really know why yet, but like every time he's like trying to like do something or something, he's like he's starting to zombie out, like he's getting electrocuted.
Every time Addison touches
I know I'm getting
him.
there, Val.
Oh, okay,
so this is happening. So while he's interviewing like this woman, he can't like get full words out, and he's like trying to be like, no, I'm normal. And it turns out that every time Addison touches him, his Z band is starting to go crazy. So he's like surging of like zombieing out.
He's going zombie.
And so this woman, and he's like destroying his whole house, and Addison's trying to help, and every time she touches him, he gets worse, but they don't realize it until like later. And so, the lady's like, I can't deal with this. But then he runs out of the house and is like, please, I want this so bad. Like, I promise. But she's like so afraid of monsters because she's still so human, like terrible, like blah, blah, blah. So then we get to the cheer off, and then Bucky finds the mind reader, which was so silly. I don't know why this man is there. He's just there because they wanted him in the movie. He finds their mind reader, and it's like going back and forth. And so then they find out that they have all been mind probed because Bucky found it. And the Z girl, Eliza, who we find out her name was Eliza, has helped remove, like, she like computered to like figure out who it was happening.
She's basically hacked into their monitoring system.
So she can like edit it too, but then also see into everyone else's mind probe. And this is where the crush is revealed. So we have had many a crush interaction. And so then this is where, because she's like, wait, who's thinking about me? And they're like, what? The Wolfman. So right before the cheer off, Zed gets a phone call that says he got into Mountain College. This was so anticlimactic of a way to find out that he got into Mountain College for me. I just felt like after all that, you get a phone call and that's it. Like, I was thinking the phone call was going to be fake. Like someone was prank calling him or something.
I don't know. I guess I didn't read to me as like weird, but
yeah,
fair.
Because I need my man to get more fanfare. Okay. But then the police show up. Okay.
Well, so a couple quick things. You might be getting to these, but the police come because the werewolves like go to Bucky and like the other humans and sort of combine with them and are like, they lied to us, the aliens lied to us, and you know they're actually like here to like, you know, hurt us or whatever. And so we need to get rid of them. So that's why they call the police, because like Bucky called the police. But also the other thing here, and before this at some point, like, so they're trying to figure out what is the most precious thing. And they, because like cheerleading was so important to her grandma, they like convinced themselves that it's the trophy, this like trophy that she created. And so they're all there because they need to win
the Seabrook Cup.
Either the aliens or Addison have to win the Seabrook Cup so that they can access the information from the cup.
Out of all of these international teams that we definitely see and definitely do participate.
Right. But we only saw the South Side Eels or the East Side Eels or whatever they were.
Yeah.
But also, why couldn't they just look at the cup?
Just like go get it. The aliens could just fly up to it. Like, you have to win it? Okay. So the police show up and they take away the aliens. They are gone. And Addison is, because they're gone, they can't win. So Addison is the only person who can win the cup. She gets a song. Her song is also the dance song, which wasn't really cheerleading. It was kind of like more of a Palms routine. But you bet your butt they win. And the werewolves are like, the aliens are bad. The aliens are bad. And they're like, no, but Addison is like, what? And then Addison like gets away. And then everyone wants it. Oh, the Seabrook Cup. And they're about to fight. They're going to all fight. And then, whoa, at this moment, Addison finds her spark and her hair turns blue. It's crazy. And then her mom knew she was always an alien. She's like, Grandma always called you her most precious thing. Whoa. Val, did you hear that? Her most precious thing? It's Addison. Addison's the map. Hardy har. We find out that Addison is part alien and Mom knew and Mom's part alien and Mom whips off her wig and she had white hair the whole time, which was so funny because she went from wig to wig. And we find out that Addison is not going to go to Mountain College. After all of the times that Val had to hear them say Mountain College, Addison's not even going because you know where she's going? With the aliens. And so now they're sad because family is like, oh my God, you're leaving us. And she's like, but I have to go do this. Once again, kids doing things. Okay. And then the ship is damaged. So they have to figure out how to fix the ship. And I did like this line of, I'll miss you, bestie. I'll miss you, extraterrestrial. And because Zed is so sad, he's like, I'm coming with you. And she's like, what? And he's like, I'm coming with you. And the aliens are like, you will burn up to pieces because you're a human being if you do that. And he's like, oh. And so, but their energy in the ship still isn't fixed enough. And the Zed and Addison energy is also still bad. So every time she touches him now, so they can't even like kiss or hug goodbye because he'll zombie out. The ship is dead, but they need a jump start. The wolves are like, okay, fine, you're okay, whatever. Sorry, we suck. We'll jumpstart you with the moonstone, but they can't just use the moonstone. They have to use an adapter between something else. So they ice cream moonbeam everyone up to the ship, and they're gonna use their Z bands to get the adapter to the moonstone to adapter. So everyone goes up there. This is the perfect time to announce, I do have a crush on you. I also have a crush on you. This is the perfect time. So really glad that happened at that moment. They get together, they work on the jump. Aspen, who previously was dating Zed for moments, gets beamed up and makes eyes at Willa, the lead wolf. And so then they have their little moments through the rest. So that the Aspen trajectory, super cute.
I loved Aspen. Aspen was my favorite new addition to this cast.
But then we need a conduit, and she's an alien and a cheerleader. So they work together. She's the conduit, and her by herself, it's not enough. Love will keep us together. So Zed sacrifices himself, jumps in there to also be there because he will give the extra energy that when they touch, and it worked. But then they're hugging and they're fine. There's no crazy things happening after they're being hugging. And it's because I learned to control my powers. So then, yay. So then they cry. Yes, Val.
Can I just interject really fast? So this moment where the two of them where like she's not enough by herself and then the two of them grab on and sort of share the load is, spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen Deadpool and Wolverine, is literally how they save the day in the most recent Deadpool Wolverine movie. Like, I'm not exaggerating. The two of them like hold on to each other and these like conduits, like it's freakishly similar.
When did that come out?
Like, that came out more recently. And so I was like, we've had this happen a few times where I'm like, did this really famous movie like rip off this idea from this decom, or is it just a coincidence? It definitely could be a coincidence.
Yeah.
Like, of course, like people come up with the same ideas all the time, but it just made me laugh because it was not that far apart, right? Like these two movies happen like, you know, within a couple of years of each other. So yeah, I just thought that was really funny.
Wow, that's crazy. So they cry, everyone's crying, and then Val, what happens? Almost kiss before real kiss.
Oh, yeah. They smooch.
Finally takes a third movie. I don't know, maybe they kissed before and I'm just like kind of blocking it out of my head.
I feel like they
I don't know. Everyone gets beamed back down. There's a song about them being sad. And
it's the reprise
like,
of that
song,
right?
We're together, but we're sad.
I think it's called Someday.
And we're sad, but we're together.
I actually really liked this rendition.
I liked all the songs. Like, I just don't remember any of them.
I like this song. It's like Someday we could.
Oh, it's is it a reprise of Someday? It's
yeah.
It's a girl and a zombie.
We could be ordinary.
Yeah. It's the reprise from the song in the first one. Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. So, but it's sung by like the entire cast, and it's actually like really beautifully done, I think. But yeah, it was the reprise of that
Someday
song.
we could be ordinary. Yeah, I love that shit. Okay, and then it's graduation. And graduation day. Cool. Oh man, we're missing Addison. She's missing graduation. This couldn't have waited until after graduation.
We're also missing Eliza, who couldn't get away from her internship to go to work.
Yeah, her internship where she's birthing babies for science. So then I don't know why I wrote this here, but like, why couldn't Grandma just say that it was Addison the whole time? That was really silly. They were looking through mind probes. Oh, because they're on the alien ship right now. And sometimes you need conflict. Conflict is okay because being challenged pushes you to be better. Hence, Val bringing up in the beginning, this isn't utopia. This isn't because this is the perfect place because it's not perfect. And our planet is gone because of Harmony, because no one wanted to speak up, but Harmony isn't silence. So they decide to go to the perfect place, which is Earth. And I was like, wait, then what planet is Seabrook? And then they show back up and I was like, oh, it's fucking Earth. Okay. So then she's back for graduation. Seabrook is utopia, but it's not about being perfect. It's about progress. We have a song, Nothing But Love For You. And then Bucky gets on the ship and goes to space. So Bucky can get on the ship and go to space and he won't blow to smithereens, but Zed would. Okay. They end with dancing in the window.
Well, technically speaking, Bucky is also the
oh, yeah, because they're cousins.
Alien.
Okay, there we go. I was like, what the hell? This one, I watched through the whole credits. There is no setup for a fourth one. I think the intention was to potentially end, but if you're making money on it, you might as well keep it going. So, spoiler alert, we get a fourth one.
Yeah, it felt very closure-y and it kind of bothered me, honestly, that they like made another one. I mean, I get it like from a business standpoint, but it's, I don't know, from an artistic standpoint, it disappointed me.
I will.
They did in a way. Oh, sorry. They did in a way foreshadow because at the end, they're sort of like, we're welcoming to every potential different person. And they literally show like a sign that says, welcome vampires. And then there's like mermaids and like other stuff too. So they'll probably get to all of those.
All right, Val, any other thoughts before we play a game?
No.
Perfect. Okay.
Someday.
We could be ordinary. You know what? That isn't, Val, a one-hit wonder song because there are a lot of songs from these zombies. So I don't think we have any one-hit wonders.
This is true. We're just hopping right into bingo. Breaking the fourth wall, looking into the camera so much.
They do it so flawlessly, but both of them. They're very comfortable now.
They're good at it. It doesn't mean I like it. There were a couple like joke moments that I thought were funny, like where each of them looked at the camera, but otherwise
when he has universal appeal and winks in the camera. That was good. That was a good use.
Yeah. And she had a moment like that too at some point as well. Yeah.
Holiday themed.
Nope. As we go
You're not giving that to us.
No. Clunky metaphor. I mean, we've already talked about them. Like basically like every single thing in this movie could be mapped onto like a real like problem or a challenge or a people that exists in the world. Like the way that like Zed has to like be the first and he has to be like perfect in order to like break that, you know, barrier down. And like all that pressure, and then like that conversation about like, you know, not having conflict actually like created more problems. Like there's just a lot of stuff that's like very thinly veiled. Like we're talking about like our society.
For sure. Parents who just don't get it. No,
not really. The parents were like super involved in this one, but if anything, they were more supportive in this one. Cool non-parent adult.
Several. Coach and principal. Val. Someone too famous for a TV movie.
100%. 100%. Freaking RuPaul. Oh, it's so funny. Competition to resolve the central problem. Yes.
Yes, there is one.
Another cheer competition. Yeah.
She's a cheerleader. A montage sequence. During that one song,
There's in every song. Cliche villains. There's not really a villain per se in this movie. It's more
they
just like
think the aliens are the villains, but they're really like not.
They're not. Yeah.
Clothes or items you owned.
I didn't notice anything in particular.
I had a pink wig, not a blue wig.
Rotten Tomatoes 40 to 60. I'm gonna trust Al's take on this movie rather than mine, and the fact that it's the third movie in a popular franchise, and I'm gonna go with 68.
Incorrect. It's 75.
Oh wow, okay. I wasn't as far off as I have been.
Yeah. Happily ever after. Oh yeah.
Almost kissing. Yes.
Yes.
Because you have to almost kiss.
Almost kiss to kiss. Well, someone who became famous. Half the cast.
Mm-hmm. Betraying of one's real friends or values. No,
everyone kind of sticks to their own stuff. They don't even like, the only people who kind of betray is the wolves, but they also are just like, I guess to your point, doing what they
think is best.
Yeah. Cool. Narrator. Yep, the beginning. And our little asides.
Mm-hmm. Obviously bad special effects or stunts. I actually don't think so.
No.
I think the effects were pretty good. In the moment when the aliens arrived, they did some stunt work with like blowing up cars around them and stuff.
Yeah.
And as silly as it is that like they only hit cars.
Yeah.
The explosions and stuff like looked pretty good to me.
Yeah.
So
Disney Channel star. So many.
all of them.
All of them. Literally. All of them.
Musical number. Yep.
Yeah. So many. I love it. Magic.
Science
is the real magic. Multiple kinds of magic. Alien magic, which is science.
Mm-hmm. Someone says the title of the movie. No.
No one says Zombies 3. So
Nope.
Just me. I did just now. Scooby Dude. Children figured it out.
Yeah.
You know,
There's
there wasn't really a monster to
children-led
unmask,
hijinks.
but she like found out who she is, which like saved the day.
Yeah. The heroes create the problem. No.
Lead is a fish out of water. The aliens are kind of out of water, but are they our leads?
Yeah, I think they count.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll mark it. Well, Val, we marked it, but it wasn't enough.
No.
Zombies 0 bingo.
No.
We got a lot of boxes, just not all the right spots.
Okay.
That's okay.
Well, that's all right.
That's okay. But now it's time for Name That Musical. I'm going to give you a title of a song in a musical, Val, and you have to tell me the musical.
Okay.
And these musicals, to narrow it down for you, are all musicals that take place in high school.
Ah, okay.
Not in high school, but like they're in high school.
Yes, I understand.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Okay. Yes.
There are worse things I could do.
Grease.
Yo! Hey, mama, welcome to the 60s.
Hairspray.
All right, I can't sing this
Hairspray.
one because I don't know it well enough. Also, you've been right on those two. There's only 5. Okay, so Val, ding, ding. Number 3, it's the bitch of the living. It's the bitch. That's all.
Is that Spring Awakening?
Yes, Val.
Yeah.
Ding. Ding, ding, ding. Number 4, let's hear it for the boy. Let's hear it for my baby.
Right. I know the song, but what musical is that?
Ooh, tough one. We stumped her. Think High School musicals. It's not High School Musical.
No, I know. I'm trying to think of High School Musicals, obviously. I just don't know which one this is in. Oh, Footloose. I was wondering if it was that one, but I was like...
It is, because in the movie, it is just the song. They don't sing in the movie with Kevin Bacon. But then in the stage musical, they sing the actual songs.
Ah, okay.
So they just,
Interesting.
All right, last one. This one might be hard. I don't know if you've seen it. And I kind of picked a harder song, so I could pick an easier one. But it's All We See Is Sky for Forever.
Oh, is that a Dear Evan Hansen?
Yeah. I couldn't remember if it was Sky or Stars, so I hesitated.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Dear Evan Hansen. Oh, Val! Ding, 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 ding. 5 stars for Val. Thanks for playing.
Actually, I'm proud of myself for knowing all this.
Yeah.
I've seen all of those at least once on stage.
Oh, good.
But Footloose, I only saw in high school. Like, it was
I saw Footloose in high school. That's the only place that I've seen it on stage.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
But the other ones I've seen at least once, if not a couple times, in the theater.
The theater. All right, Val. Well, thanks for joining me.
Thank you for joining me. For
Always.
beaming down.
Beam, beam, beam. Val, what are we watching next week?
We are watching Under Wraps 2.
Which is huge news. The final decom. It's a final decom. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. That's crazy.
I know. So Under Wraps 2 is technically the final, like, official decom, as Al said. And then there are sort of like a handful of like movies that are like included on lists of decoms because they're not like, they're like sort of decoms.
Yeah.
There's like a handful of those, culminating with Rise of Red, actually. Descendants Rise of Red.
Yeah.
So that is like the last one that ever shows up on any list of like, show me a list of decoms is Rise of Red. But you're right that this is like the official. Under Wraps 2 is the last official Disney Channel original movie.
Crazy.
I know. We have reached
the pinnacle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you want to talk about what we're going to do after? You want to wait?
I think we wait.
Okay.
Cool. All right, Val.
But have no fear, folks. We're going to watch those movies that are not decoms, but are decoms. And we're going to have plenty more stuff to do after that, too.
You can't get rid of us that easy.
You're stuck with us. Don't you worry.
You're going to be sick of me. You already are. I don't know why you listen to this. You listen to this for Val, and I'm just here. All right, Val, I love you. Like, subscribe, tell your mom. Anything else?
I will. No, you're the best.
You're
love
the
ya.
best.
I love you.
Bye, Val.
Bye, Al. This podcast was produced by me.
And me.
And it was edited by me.
The music was composed by Michael McNally.
You can find us online at thetridentnetwork.com/dcommentaries-pod.
And you can find us on Instagram and TikTok at dcommentaries.
Dcommentaries is a part of the Trident Network. To learn more about our videos, live shows, and other podcasts, please visit thetridentnetwork.com.
Disney Channel original movies.
Damn it, Allie.